Welcome guys, I'm HOJ and in today's video we're going to be doing another best of one standard event, this time with the Orzhov Lifegain deck from yesterday, which I've really been enjoying. It's been doing great on ladder. And so first I'll just kind of go over the deck very briefly, then we'll get into the games, then I'll do a wrap up at the end. If you want to check in the description, you're going to see a full link to all of my playlists, including both standard event playlists, limited playlists, and then individual deck playlists. In addition, you're also going to see the full deck list on moxfield.com and also the win rate statistics at untapped.gg. And then in addition, I have my other channel. I'm also a writer of science fiction and fantasy, so if you have any interest in that, you can check that out too. Or if you want to subscribe and if you like my content. Okay, getting into the deck. So no changes from yesterday. It's just been doing pretty well. I think kind of what I like most about this deck is that it's just really, it just got like a very straightforward, proactive approach. You don't have much removal here. You just have the Sheltered by Ghosts. Everything else is either enabling lifelink and getting counters on our payoff cards, of which we have 14. We have a full playset of Ajani's Pridemate, Essence Channeler, Amalia, and also 2 copies of Exemplar, which are all the payoff cards that all get the benefits from all the lifelink cards and cards that trigger whenever we play creatures to gain life. So if you want to check out more about the deck, check out the playlist for Orzhov Lifegain. But let's go ahead and jump into the event. So I'm excited to see how this deck does in a standard event. And kind of my overall plan is I do love doing these standard events, and it sounds like a number of you guys like seeing them actually play out in standard events as well. And, you know, when I build up enough gold or enough gems, I'll probably just do more of those. So, all right, opening hand looks good. Let's go ahead and lead out here with a Concealed Courtyard. We're not going to play Haliya on 1, just because we can warp it in on a later turn, I think, probably a little bit more advantageously, and the 1 life I don't think is going to be that big of a deal. Here, let's go out with Amalia. We've got a backup copy, and it does also help us kind of draw cards, depending on what we see off the top. Not sure what our opponent is. Haven't seen a lot of mono blue, but maybe. I'm trying to think of the last time I've seen mono blue. Okay, so this is the Drake Hatcher Is It deck. It's been a while since I've seen this one also. I guess we can attack in and just see if he wants to block. I kind of want to play I sort of want to play another 2-drop here. We could use Haliya and, like, if we hit land, keep going. But if we don't, it just seems a little bit thin. So I'm just going to attack, see if he respects it. Yeah, and he let it through, which I'm not surprised by. Now let's go ahead. I guess I'll just do Pridemate here. Yeah, the Drake Hatcher is a great card. And with almost no removal in the deck, we're just going to have to try to overpower it. So he's going to be able to start making drakes. Does he want to bounce something? Sure. Okay, we could really use some more land. That would be amazing. I think we just got to play out Amalia and hope. We might just get run over here. Like, Drakecatcher was definitely like the scariest card that came out of that deck. And so I can see like mono blue with like a bunch of bounce and other nonsense.
Come on, Pom Pom Chan. You've got a fight to win. Follow me, Pom Pom Chan.
Yeah, holding back the Drake makes sense. Okay, this is getting a little ridiculous. We got to try to hit. Okay, we did hit a land, which was nice. Still in a whole heap of trouble. I guess let's go with probably Channeler next, and in hopes of being able to get it to fly at some point. And what does this version of Kato do? So you can just make it unblockable. And get like a bunch of flying dorks to defend him.
Follow me, Pom Pom Chan.
This might be a real short game.
Your secrets will be mine.
Yeah, yeah. Unfortunately, that's not really gonna do it. We can get like an Exemplar out, or we can play Haliya to try to get a little bit more life. But he's just got a ton in the air right now, and oh, this is just brutal. I think we're just dead here, unfortunately. Yeah, and just nothing here. Well, the Drakecatcher definitely ran away with the game. I assume he just full sends here.
Stick to the shadows.
Yeah, that's going to do it. Okay. I think we've got a decent chance against this deck if he doesn't have Drake Hatcher on 2, but the Drake Hatcher definitely ran away with it there. All right, 0 and 1. One possible change to the deck is shaving one Amalia since it is a legend and putting in like the 4th copy of Sheltered by Ghosts. You could also put in some more like black removal. I kind of like just everything having lifelink or some version of that, but you could do that if you wanted. Okay, I think this is the Raise the Pass deck. Or maybe something different. I haven't seen this one. Let's get Amalia going here. What I do like about this deck is it does have like really good consistency on just getting some action going on turn 2. We'll leave that on top. That looks good. Oh. Yeah, I think this is the Raise the Pass deck. So now they've got the Sacrifice Outlet. They don't have a way to drain us just yet, though. All right, now we can go for Haliya plus Channeler. I think we can let the Haliya go. I guess like next turn we could warp that one in and then do like Hinterland plus something maybe. But I think we can maybe let that one go. If we had some more action in our hand, maybe like a different card, would consider keeping that on top. Okay, there's another one. Yeah, let's just keep going. Here we're happy to trade. They probably won't because they just want to keep their sack outlet around. But we've got another Amalia to keep going if they want to. I think they probably just raise the pass next turn anyways, so maybe that's their plan. That seems like a decent card on top, though. Have they got the Raise the Past? They do. Since they didn't have any life, like no life gain or life having us lose life for all that, it's not that big a deal. All right, well, Deep-Cavern Bat is pretty terrible now. Okay, so let's go for probably Sanctifier plus Amalia. suppose we could go Deep-Cavern Bat's just another 1/1. The Enduring Innocence engine is pretty good, though. So now maybe Bat is actually a little bit better. Do we want to go for Bat here or just Amalia? I think I'm just going to go for Amalia here. I don't think we want to do channel or trade in yet. I guess since we would get their Zealot, it's actually not that bad. I suppose they could just trade like Innocence plus these two dorks for it. So yeah, I'm actually okay with it, I think. I could see waiting around and trying to grow the Essence Channeler a little bit, but I actually feel okay about getting rid of those guys. They were just going to sacrifice them for extra cards anyways. Okay. So maybe Deep-Cavern Bat was correct. All right, I guess let's start off with Deep-Cavern Bat. Ooh, that's a nice pickup. Do we want Healer's Hawk? I guess we'll have enough mana to do all this stuff next turn, so I think we can keep it around. That actually seems fine. I guess let's just do the Lurker Bat here just in case they happen to hold another card. And I don't think we want to trade this. Actually, we'd be okay trading this here, I think. Alright, so now I suppose they can use it to get rid of the Deep-Cavern Bat and use the Raise the Past and do all the nonsense. Yeah, if they had whiffed there, okay, and Vengeful Bloodwish is going to make this annoying. We needed them to hit like land or something like that. Alright, so now they have another destroy non-land permanent on demand, which is annoying. Okay, let's Deep-Cavern Bat, whatever they got. Alright, Sanctifier can probably do a little better. That was a nice pickup by them. So they probably go after a Ruin-Lurker Bat next, I guess. Yeah, I will say this is the downside of not having a lot of removal in the deck. It just, we gotta fight through this kind of nonsense. So they must have gotten to their next Raise the Past, unfortunately. All right, what do we want to do here? Let's use Lupinflower, see if we can find something. Okay, Essence Channeler seems really good. Then we'll try to end the game as quickly as we can with this Essence Channeler, unless they have another Raise the Past. Yeah, so I think in hindsight we probably should have kept our other Essence Channeler around a little bit longer. Because they're functionally drawing like 3 cards a turn with their Enduring Innocence. Over their turn and our turn. Ooh, Sephiroth is pretty good too. Alright, so now we've got a very limited amount of time. Okay, first of all, let's go ahead and give this thing flying. Let's save our starting town in case we want to make this thing flying on their turn. And let's make another creature here. And now, trying to decide if we want to attack in with our Haliya, because ideally we want them to block. They're probably going to keep their Sephiroth around because they can use it to get rid of this. So I suppose if like we attack with everything, they probably block like Deep-Cavern Bat here maybe, and then we can push a little bit more damage. Since we've got the other Haliya, I kind of just want to get in here. I suppose if we attack with Sanctifier, like that blocks here, so maybe not Sanctifier. I think the rest, though. Yeah, maybe we attack with everything except the Deep-Cavern Bat, because giving this back to him is not great. Channeler seems really good. Do they have another Raise the Past? No more Raise the Past, so we have got like a turn to try to get through. Oh, never mind. Sephiroth can't actually kill this. Okay, that's huge. All right, let's pay white here. Yeah, I'm thinking we probably shouldn't have attacked with this Deep-Cavern Bat. That was not worth it. Yeah, luckily they can't drain us out. Not quite. And then I think we just push... definitely all of these. Okay, so I think we have like one turn, unless they've got Raise the Past. Could potentially get there. They've gone through a lot of cards though, so there's a decent chance they've got it. I guess they would sack everything first and then Raise the Past. What is this? Oh, that's crazy. Wow. I think we start losing Healer's Hawks. And I think they might even have enough to just drain us here. Actually, let's lose Haliya, I think. Yeah, so losing the early Essence Channeler was, I think, was a mistake. I guess if they sack another Blood Witch, yeah, so it'd be 4, 7, 9. I think it'd be 10 if they sack this, but it can't sack itself, so we'd go down to 1. It's pretty funny. Yeah, they can get us to 1. Are they just going to time out here? Yeah, and then I guess on our turn, just make sure to play the Healer's Hawk first so we don't die by using the starting town. They can kill us in response. Are we getting a full salt rope here? I think we might. But yeah, it's possible that maybe bringing in some like removal into this deck would really help it. I at least like the proactive approach though. I just having that consistent turn 2 threat with 13 1-drops to kind of get it going. I think it's working so far. But yeah, the Enduring Innocence is a pretty great addition to that deck. Without the Kutsul's flankers, we are a little bit feeling it. You could also bring in like Kutsul's flankers, I think, if you want to cinch up this matchup a little bit. All right, 1 and 1. Opening hand looks great. We've got a 1-drop and a 2-drop. Okay, another mono blue deck. Interesting. I think Amalia is so good, though, that running a full playset still feels pretty good. Okay, Concealed Courtyard is nice. Let's get Amalia going. I guess he could bounce our Zora in response. Sure. That was a nice pickup also. So now we can go Haliya, Zora, Ruin-Lurker Bat. That feels pretty good. Ooh, Deep-Cavern Bat looks pretty good too. Another nice pickup. I think we're fine with a Fountainport for the land. I guess let's start off with Deep-Cavern Bat. Just so we try to get it through and hold the 2 up for Phantom Interference in case they've got it. Sure. Let's get Pridemate going. Now, is this removed? Is that... Oh, never mind, it's warped. Deep-Cavern Bat is okay. I guess it prevents them from holding up any kind of tricks. But I think we maybe can do better. I guess, you know, we have enough mana. We can do this plus this next turn. Yeah, I guess we'll see if we can pick up something else. Lupinflower Village, that does give us 5 land, which is helpful. Actually, we only need 4 so far. Let's keep searching. I guess given Spectral Sailor, maybe it would have been better to keep the Deep-Cavern Bat, because if they draw cards, but they'd probably just wait until like our end of turn or whatever. So this is fine. Okay, so we can go Haliya plus Hawk or Channeler plus Hawk. I like getting Channeler going, especially since we can make it fly. This is extra cards. Yeah, I think I'm actually just going to go for Haliya here. Lurker Bat, that's fine. And we might as well just get Ruin-Lurker Bat in there too, since we've got Healer's Hawk. Tidebinder's nice. But yeah, they look super dead. All right, let's start out with Channeler. And let's, well, we don't have a Channeler in play yet, so we can just do this first. Another Haliya. Let's keep looking. Ooh, Restless Fortress. That's a fun one. Sure. If you want to pay 3 life, that's fine. Pridemate looks good. Yeah, that's going to do it. Two and one. And the nice thing about best of 1 standard events is you kind of break even on 3 wins. So anything beyond that is just extra, which is great. Okay, opening hand looks good. Got stuff to do. 1 drop, 2 drop, plus Haliya. If we pick up another 1 drop next turn, we can go like Haliya into the other 1 drop to try to draw cards. Could also Sheltered by Ghosts here. I don't know which version of Simic this is, or it could just be like mono green. It's probably, it's either, I guess, either aggro or Simic, the combo deck, whatever, with Omniscience. Let's just get some pressure. Next turn we can Haliya plus Sheltered by Ghosts, which is kind of nice. I suppose this could be a Reanimator. All right, in that case, man, it's too bad we don't have the mana set up for Haliya plus Amalia. That'd be great. We could go Haliya plus Shelter by Ghost. I kind of like that play, actually. This way we still draw our card. And we slow down their mana a little bit. And then we can set up for Deep-Cavern Bat. What does this guy do? Oh, interesting. Huh. We could go Deep-Cavern Bat this turn. I kind of also like just getting Haliya out there. It's a bit more mana efficient. I guess I don't know what's coming, but... Now we can start with Amalia, or we can go for Deep-Cavern Bat. I kind of think we probably... I mean, it looks like they're holding up removal. Makes me want to go Amalia first. It also might help us hit land, which would be nice. That being said, they could have like a big play on 4. I think I'm going to go for Amalia, though. We have 2 copies. Might help us hit land. And now we can also go for Deep-Cavern Bat. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're holding up removal here. There's the removal. Makes sense. What do they pitch? Oh, it's this deck. I guess it is aggro. Probably Surak. They're all kind of annoying. I guess we'll take Surak. All right, now we can go for Exemplar. That way we ensure that we draw a card. We could also redo Amalia plus Healer's Hawk, which I kind of like. But I think Exemplar does a lot of stuff for us too. Because if we go for Amalia plus Healer's Hawk, we don't draw a card. And now I think we don't attack because we don't want to trade this off. Although I suppose we have another Haliya here, so we could trade it. But we'd be trading it for like Paw Patch. Actually, If they want to trade Paw Patch for Haliya here, I'm probably okay with it. We can just So they didn't want to go all the way with Paw Patch Recruits. They must be like holding up removal or something. Okay, so now we can go for Haliya plus everything else. All right, let's make sure we tap it right. Okay, there's the removal. Yeah, that'll work. It's not maybe super exciting, but it'll work. Yeah, they just threw in the towel. It makes sense. They were kind of run out of gas. All right, 3-1. Quick break. Yeah, I really think this is a little bit of a better fit than the mono white Lifegain deck. It does have some more kind of reactive cards, which are great, which you could run in this deck, but this is just really straightforward. It's got a good plan, a good basic plan every game. Yeah, this looks great. All right, we'll start with Concealed Courtyard into Lurker Bat. And then I guess just depending on what we're up against, that'll inform whether we go for Pridemate or Channel our next turn. Okay. If we're up against Boros, trying to decide if I want to do this Godless Shrine or the starting town. I kind of want to go for Amalia here just to get more stuff going. The problem is if they have, like, if we get a land and they shock, it's really awkward. I think I might just go for Pridemate. So I think with that in mind, just to like make sure we get the toughness. Amalia is great, but sometimes you just want that guaranteed toughness. Okay, never mind. It's a different deck. It's Boros Control. Throw everything I said out the window. Okay, in that case, let's go for advantage. I'm trying to think if this deck runs split up or not. I guess let's get as much as we can here with Amalia. Hinterland. Yeah, I think that'll be good. I think we might want to hang on to that and hold it in hand. But it'll be good to have another source of life gain. Like if they board wipe us. Or when they board wipe us. Yeah, it's actually... Oh, it's a beating. But we can go for Sanctifier into Sheltered by Ghosts, which is not a perfect answer, but I think it's not a bad one. They do get another plains, which is kind of annoying, so we might want to decide if we want to do that. However, we do get a lot of stuff there. Could also just go like Sanctifier plus Channeler, and then like set it up for another turn, unless they wipe everything away. Yeah. I mean, we get the Amalia hit. I kind of like that. Alright, don't know if it's right, but we're going to do it this way. They get a little bit more life. They get another plains. Deep-Cavern Bat looks amazing. So they don't wipe us this turn. We might have a shot. Hopefully they miss. Well, so much for that. Ah, sigh. I hate this deck. Oh my god. Repurposing Bay is actually somehow worse than Synthesizer. Battlefront is pretty nasty too. Problem is if they ever get like Repurposing Bay going, it's like they can get like nothing but these stupid Star Cages. We probably just get Battlefront because they're mana screwed. It's the real answer. Of course. This is definitely one of the worst matchups, since they have access to like the effectively 8 Pinnacle Star Cages with their Repurposing Bay. This is, I think, basically unwinnable, but yeah, because the next turn they just repurpose this into another stupid Star Cage. Or I guess if we're not a big enough threat, they can just go straight to win mode. That works too. Let's see. Do they have another 2-mana artifact? I mean, they easily could have one in their hand. They don't currently have one, so I guess we could try to... I mean, we're just screwed is the real answer, but we'll make a show of it. Because, like, we're also out of time, so for whatever that's worth. Because now they just make a bunch more of these, give them all haste, and swing in for lethal. I think they can do that this turn. Yeah, then they just repurpose one of these things into the red haste thingy, get another 10-10, and swing for 30. Yep, that'll do it. I think the thing is, it's like with this deck, we'd have to change so much to make it a good matchup that it's almost just be like, just hope to miss it. I don't know. I'm not sure if that's the best approach to take, but it is a pretty rough matchup. You almost need like Ultima to deal with it. And the fact that they can tutor for Starcage is just backbreaking. Like, I think we'd water down our deck so much that it's just not even worth bothering. Because I think it's not that big a percentage of the metagame, so maybe you just take, the odd loss here and there, but just say just the hell with it. This is actually not a great hand. We don't have access to black mana. We have no 1-drop. Like, we've got Channeler plus Shelter by Ghost, which isn't nothing. Is it greedy to try to do better? I feel like we can do a little bit better. Yeah, that looks a lot better. I think we just throw back a land here. Trying to decide if we want Starting Town or Concealed Courtyard. I guess in case we get Channeler, maybe it's better to keep the Starting Town. Okay, looks like we might be up against... Okay, we get it back anyways. This could be Dimir mid-range, or maybe just like mono black. Okay, Cavern Bat's pretty good. Take our Pridemate. It's a nice pickup. Trying to decide if we want to go for... I think let's just do Godless Shrine here. Yeah, I guess it's about the same. Could go for Amalia. They'll be able to hit us for 1, but I don't really care. Do we want to do that or just double spell? We could set up for Amalia a little bit better. If they have another Deep-Cavern Bat is my only concern. It's a potential issue. This way we at least potentially get another draw. I like double spelling though. Does feel pretty good. No, I think I'm just going to go for Amalia. I could see going either direction there. I think it's fine. I think here specifically, they might have a second Deep-Cavern Bat. I don't want to just lose the Amalia off of that. Okay, did not expect them to block. Do we want another one of those? It's probably fine. However, if they have a way to deal with Amalia, we want another payoff card. Although we have the Pridemate coming, so since we've got Pridemate, I feel a little bit better. I think we can hang on to that. So now we have like 2 payoff cards and a bunch of enablers. Here I'm a little bit tempted to triple spell instead of playing Pridemate, because if they've got removal, which I feel like they do, then it essentially saves us a turn to make sure we can trigger Lifegain next turn. Because if we just go Pridemate here and they remove the Sanctifier in response, then we play these like the turn after, it just takes too long. So let's just go for Ruin-Lurker Bat, I think. Okay, so they just turned off Amalia. I guess we can get Ruin-Lurker Bat going if we just trade this for their Tidebinder, which I assume they want to do. The other thing is we can try to hold this for their Cecil, because like Cecil will become a problem eventually. So maybe it's better to hold Amalia back for Cecil. We get double scry though if we make this trade. Is that worth it? I'm not convinced. I think we might want to save it for Cecil. That's rough. We don't want to lose Haliya because it's great. So maybe we go for Pridemate first. Although having another Pridemate, if they... maybe we do Warp Haliya, let them counter it, and then we get the Pridemate going. Which one do we want more? Yeah, I think maybe we take another Pridemate here. It's like we can't count on getting 3 life every turn necessarily. So we'll give him the Essence Scatter. Now we can trade for Spyglass Siren to open the way. Or we could just run in the Ruin-Lurker Bats. Maybe it's better to run in the Ruin-Lurker Bats here. Like they can pick one off and then these can get out of range. I kind of like that more. Fortress is decent but slow. They've got Kato. Is that why they're attacking? Curiosity. I mean, that's a pretty good turn for Curiosity. So unfortunately, I can still take down our 7/7 and have Curiosity going, which is super annoying. We could just attack with Ruin-Lurker Bat and try to get them out of range. But we are pushing a decent amount of damage if we double swing here. Because, yeah, they double block the 7/7. We hit them for 6 down to 9. I think keeping our Pridemates around is a little better. Yeah, Curiosity's so good, though. We could consider blocking here. To potentially get these things out of range and then deny the card. I think it actually maybe is worth the card. Okay, we didn't hit. So they could use Restless Reef. They probably also have like the flash 2/1 guy. Guess let's see if we can find something here. Man, Deep-Cavern Bat would be great. But I think we want the 1-mana solution because that makes this a 10/10. Does that matter? 4/7, 4/8. I think we just take a Hinterland here, yeah. Just for the on-demand extra life. So now they can block, but it's a little bit awkward. Wow. That was ballsy. Kato, maybe?
Don't be jealous of my canceling chances, just make victory that much sweeter. Control the fight, control the outcome.
They could stabilize here at 1. It'd be pretty awkward, but it could happen. Gotta make sure we tap this right. Okay, now we've got force blocks here. All right, do we want to trade? I don't think so. I think we just take it, see what they get. We could also just like double block here if we want to prevent like any kind of potential answers for Channeler. It is a little bit dicey though, because that's kind of our last shot. But then we won't be able to grow it. If they don't have an answer in hand, though, we could potentially... It's kind of a crazy move, but I kind of actually want to try it. Because it's like we have starting town. We're kind of putting all of our eggs in one basket here. But it does prevent them from getting ahead on cards. Which means they have to have an answer in hand. Like, there's a decent chance they've got something, but like... Ah, they had the Spyglass Siren. Alright, well... Maybe that was just crazy stupid, I don't know. It's just, curiosity's so brutal. Oh, actually, we didn't want to... We wanted to play that as like a 3-3. That's a mistake. Click too fast there. Yeah, so I should have played that as a 3-3 that stayed in play. I don't think it's going to be a huge... Yeah, we kind of already put everything on them not having an answer, which was a gamble. Yeah, now they're gonna stabilize at 1. Oh, this is terrible. Man, this card is such a silly Magic card. That's probably just it right there. All right, 3-3. Well, we kind of sort of broke even. Not the showing that I wanted, but there it is. I do like this deck right now for playing on ladder. It's I think the deck I'm going to be using for a little bit, just to see how it goes. And the win rate was decent, kind of going into this for this specific event, 3-3, so 50-50. But yeah, overall happy with the deck, and we'll see you guys in the next one.